Hi, I'm Ben, aka A Bit of Quirk. I run a project called Guy Cry Club, which explores masculinity, mental health, and sexuality through art, and I'm here today for a Sassify related takeover. One of the things I'm most passionate about is the idea of expression and its accessibility, that no matter what form it takes, everyone should be encouraged to express the stuff going on in their heads, their life experience, and just their view of the world and how they interact with it. And it should be done in a way where people are encouraged to be as truthful as humanly possible. For me, that expression comes out through sort of creativity and creating artworks, but also curation and seeing what other people are doing. In regards to how I interact with, say, the queer community as a queer person myself, seeing what other people are creating has been the biggest motivator and inspiration to me. So over the course of lockdown, well, it's been pretty up and down emotionally, which I think many of us can relate to. When I've had the motivation to do so and not felt this weird pressure to be super productive all the time, I have been able to experiment a bit more with my own creative practice. And initially that came about through kind of trying to combat and fully understand life in isolation. I live alone in the middle of the countryside in the UK, so yeah, I need something to focus on. But that narrative of creation quickly changed, and it became a reaction to the resurgence of the Black Lives Matter movement and also Pride Month. The two almost came together for me in terms of encouraging me to better educate myself about queer history and Black history and the crossovers between them. That knowledge was then informing the artworks which I was making. And everyone has different ways of processing information, and just the act of creation just helped me realise where my understanding lies, and also encourages me to maybe ask more questions or know which other questions I need to ask and what other conversations I need to have to sort of propel that forward. I do think it's really important to share how lockdown has been affecting us, how it continues to affect us. It builds relatability and openness to other people's perspectives, which is invaluable as far as I'm concerned. So what I'd love to know from all you lovely people is, how has lockdown affected you? What is your experience of it? I'm looking to create some artworks informed by different people's stories and experiences. So if you feel comfortable sharing, then reply to this story with some of your thoughts. Alongside my own stuff, I've been able to give some time and energy to my project Guy Cry Club. So it launched in September of last year, the idea being to build a creative dialogue surrounding mental health, masculinity and sexuality, but for the focus to be through art, so using art to express ideas and experiences relating to those topics. I do feel like pre-existing dialogues, they're far too focused on using words in a conventional manner, like talking to your friend over a cup of tea and that kind of stuff. And it's just not how everyone expresses stuff. So I just feel like creativity, the use of creativity, is not being encouraged enough in regards to mental health. But also this dialogue is for everyone, whether you are queer, straight, non-binary, trans, a man, woman, whether you have a disability or not, regardless of race, ethnicity, faith, I could go on. This is for everyone. Everyone has an experience of masculinity, an experience of mental health, an experience of sexuality, and every single one of those viewpoints is valid. The only way that this creative dialogue works is by everyone feeling as if they can be involved. If we are not open to the idea that other people have different experiences of life, then nothing will progress, like nothing will change. That's why inclusivity as an idea is so important, not merely because it grants everyone the same opportunities, but because it encourages us all to listen to those who are different from us. And so when there is a need to focus on a different community or communities in order to give them more support and to make sure they have a platform to be heard, we already have it within us to direct that energy and that practice of allyship to those people. So that's it. That is all from me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you to Sassify for letting me take over. And if you fancy checking out my project Guy Cry Club, then it's just at Guy Cry Club or guycryclub.com. And I'm a bit of quirk as well on Instagram if you want to see more of the arty things which I've been up to. But I shall love you and leave you. I hope everyone is well and safe and happy. Much love.